Clouds are billowing with a blowing wind as enemies are near. How can I get warriors to guard the country? Goes a Chinese poem written by an ancient emperor. The Taiwan question is a major issue for both China and the world. In the summer of 2022, how will the Taiwan question develop has attracted global attention. Themed on reassessing the Taiwan card of the Western camp from Pelosi's visit, Global China has invited 31 scholars from home and abroad to share their views. In this episode, we are joined by Sun Taiyi, Assistant Professor of Political Science, Christopher Newport University. Friction between China and the United States may stem from American institutional flaws. The Pelosi incident shows us that friction and conflict between China and the United States do not necessarily come from interactions and miscalculations between the two countries, but can also start from within the United States, stemming from its institutional defects. Disagreements between Pelosi and Biden team. Back in April, Pelosi had planned to visit Taiwan, and the Biden administration was supportive, but she did not make it because of her COVID-19 diagnosis. In July, she mulled another trip to Taiwan, but by then the Biden administration decided the timing had passed. In particular, the time chosen by Pelosi was not only close to the Army Day of the People's Liberation Army, but also during the drill peak of the Chinese Army. Such a trip might easily activate the drill. Activities related to China's political big year were also well underway. Because opposing the visit would be seen as soft on China and lose a lot of political capital, the Biden administration privately tried to persuade Pelosi to delay the plan again, but without success. Therefore, when the relevant preparations were released by the media and Biden publicly told reporters that the U.S. military does not think Pelosi's immediate visit to Taiwan is a good idea, Pelosi was very angry and decided that members of Biden's team deliberately leak it in order to make her cancel her visit to Taiwan. Disagreements between congressional Democrats and Biden team. Before Pelosi returned to the United States, the Democratic Party in Congress raised many Taiwan issues, including advancing the Taiwan Policy Act of 2022, listing Taiwan as a major non-NATO ally, and promoting the Taiwan Peace and Stability Act. As the Biden administration does not want to draw the United States into a head-on conflict with China, it was trying to pull the Taiwan issue in Congress, even though the relevant bills may still surface again in September. Number 3 doesn't listen to number 1. From this incident, we can also see that the line of succession of the President of the United States is not a line of power. Number 3 does not need to listen to number 1 and often will not listen to number 1. And there is no subordinate relationship between the three powers. Politicians are acting in their own political interest, even if it is not in the national interest. In addition, in today's America, it is difficult to win votes with pluralistic and comprehensive positions, but easy with simple and clear attitudes. Therefore, there are more and more extreme, stubborn, and realistic politicians in American politics. Just like Pelosi's trip, she handled foreign affairs according to the internal affairs of the United States from beginning to end. She wants to consolidate power on her turf, to make more political capital by putting on a show, or to contribute to her political legacy. The president, who is the executive director of the federal government, cannot do anything about Pelosi because number 1 cannot give orders to number 3, and he has to preserve his own political capital. Log in to www.海外看世界.com, enter your email address at the bottom of the page, and click subscribe to receive all updates of the website on time.